I'd like to thank everyone who helped me out with bottles on my bottle road in the Comox Valley. I'll still be doing so. I'm just saying thank you very much for helping me out get my fridge. It was my next step that I was talking in my last little spiel. No thanks to Comox Valley Income Assistance or my landlords who recently sold their place, and the new landlords who I've asked and they denied to help me out as well. Thank you very much to all those who helped me with bottles. $569 for it. Also, I'd like to talk about 15-1 of human rights. It doesn't protect us unless we obey by the laws, by any religion or culture. 15-1 doesn't protect you under human rights. Human rights 15-1 means you obey by the law or you get busted and charged in a criminal court, such as doing something under your religious act, such as intent to harm, of things I go through every day, such as pepper spray and bear spray in the Comox Valley, which lots of people who are homeless or digging dumpsters for bottles for food get done on a regular basis. It's called spraying of nauseous things, criminal intent to harm, vigilante acts if you're a group of people doing so, being a religious faculty, a bike gang, or a gang of people. And basically that's what it comes down to. We all live in slavery if we're living under $40,000, which slavery in 1930 was ran out. If you figure out your average wage for somebody who is minimum wage, you're basically a slave for somebody else, paying somebody else's bills, being their mortgage if you're renting in their house or their apartment building. We're paying off their bills. We're the little guys who built this country, not you bigwigs who supposedly went and got bank loans because you had other people lending you money to buy a building. Period. We're the little guys who pay for the stuff so you can buy more buildings. So treat us with a little bit of respect, maybe, and maybe you'll get some respect from the little guys. We need wage increases because social services doesn't work. Hey, you're homeless, you get off the streets, they don't give you nothing to start out. You still got your old clothes, you have no food, you have no pots and pans, you don't have a chair to sit in. You're forced to scrip and save and starve just to get something, making you just want to go right back on the street again. Period. There needs to be some type of grant as soon as you're off the street. New clothing, furniture, pots, pans. Did you get somebody off the street on their feet and walking so they don't have to scrimp and save and starve for 3 months just to get the startup stuff, such as a frying pan or a set of utensils or bedding to sleep in. They want to get rid of their old clothes. And they want a nice place where they don't have to be discriminated against, and even have the thing called quote unquote education to get the training for a job that'll last for more than 2 weeks or 3 months, which Labor Board doesn't protect us either, because hey, they want us to do a job, they're supposed to pay for the training anyways, because that's what the Labor Board says in British Columbia. And we're not freeloaders. We're stuck in this little system, and depending where you are, people give you a job. You don't make a job. You can go to 50 people asking for a job. It's their choice to give us a job. It's not our choice not to work. We want to do what we want to do, and you want to do what you want to do. It's catch-22. Everybody has to work together to survive. Period. We're not freeloaders. We need retraining. We need higher education to survive. We need higher wages in every aspect. Trade work, people in the service industry. Only people that don't need a wage increase are these doctors, lawyers, politicians, and police forces. Even our military needs some. They're only making $40,000 a year, and they need to be making about $70,000 a year for putting their lives on the line for all of us. We go to other countries and break the law, we get thrown in jail. They come here, they break the law, well, they run out of the country on a flight, and we let them get out of the country because we know they're not going to come back again. Crazy stuff, eh? And then they come to our country and try to change the laws to become their country here, where they just came from, being whatnot, immigrations or blah blah blah. You know what I mean. Because they think 15-1, human rights protects them because it's their culture. They can go do whatever act they have here. So hopefully the pepper spray stops. It's a criminal act, intent to harm, spraying of nauseous things. Might be gangsterism if it's a gang, but it's attempted murder too, because pepper spray gives somebody a heart attack, migraines, get an aneurysm, your head blows up, right? So hopefully in the Comox Valley the pepper spray will stop. We'll get a new MLA with a little less discrimination, and we'll get a new mayor and get some new stuff in here, and maybe some new public facilities, because our public facilities, we need revamped, because there's not enough going into the recreational field of personal training or anything like that, so one can keep in shape in life. They'd rather have it privatized, where we get discriminated even more. So thank you for listening. Hope it makes some type of impact, but let's get out of the slaveries of 1730 and get into the 21st century. Higher wages, and the pyramid scam of housing falls and crashes, and all these bigwigs who own houses turn into poor poverty people because their houses crash in the stock market of housing.